Hey everyone, welcome back to Prairie Wings. I'm Merle, and I had a friend of mine phone me up and say, hey, can you weld an aluminum cylinder head? The answer is yes, done it many times, but I can't finish this cylinder head. So it's gonna have to go to the machine shop after I'm done, but I'm gonna take you through the process. So it looks pretty bad, and we are gonna have to weld that up and send it to the machine shop to get planed. Let's see how that's done. First steps that we need to do is make sure we're using the right material. This is an Indy cylinder head. And what I do is I just call the manufacturer if I haven't welded their head before, I haven't done an Indy before. And I called them up and I said, hey, what welding rod am I supposed to use to repair your cylinder head? And they gave me one option, which is pretty common. It's a 5356. So the first thing you do is you need to make sure you're using the correct welding rod. Now, I have two welding rods here, and I'm hoping that you can hear the difference. My eyesight's bad. My rods are in different spots, but I grabbed two out. So this is a 40-43 rod, kind of dull thud. 53-56. It's a different rod characteristic. There's numbers stamped on them, but that is just an easy way to tell the difference. And even if they're in a different box, that's one of the tests I do between 40-43 and 53-56 is just give them a simple quick drop test. This one I gotta go put back in the box because I'm not welding it with this rod. My friend that dropped this off was very considerate. He sandblasted this little area here, which is awesome because I'm not gonna have to burn a whole bunch of garbage off. But that sand, the aluminum is very porous, and that sand is going to have pitted this and embedded itself into the aluminum. Now, what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna take this carbide burr and I am just gonna skim the top of this off because I don't want the sand and the stuff that's embedded into there getting into my weld. But when I looked at this really close, I found something interesting. I'm just gonna take the phone and show you. Very interesting. When he dropped it off, he said that it looked like it was the wrong head gasket. And yeah, you can clearly see the fire ring of that head gasket goes to nowhere. And I don't know if you can see it there. Like it fell into the hole. So wrong size head gasket. Oops on whoever built this motor's part. You can see here, it was going to start doing the same thing on all of these. So when you're putting together a 440 that's modified, you probably want to test fit those head gaskets to make sure they fit the cylinder proper. Okay, I have cleaned that up a lot. Taking out any little imperfections, anything in there, really hard to see with that, but man, that thing is opened right up. Crazy. So what I'm gonna do now is I am just gonna layer in some thin layers of this rod. When I was welding this now, like that is not filled up, I kind of buttered it and threw quite a bit of rod on there. And the reason why is if you look, I don't know if you can see, junk was boiling out of this thing and it was turning black. So I boiled out a whole bunch of garbage, but that weld is full of pinholes. So now what I'm gonna do, grind it out, rinse, repeat, and I will get back to you once I got some nice layers in there. So I'll be welding and grinding until there were no pinholes inside that weld. No pinholes. All right, there she be, ready for the machine shop. I had to weld it and grind it about four times in order to get all the porosity boiled out of it. And that weld, pretty confident there is no more porosity in it. It is got that good buttered layer with no porosity in, and then multiple small layers, and I built it up nice and high so the machine shop has lots of material to take and plane off, machine off. They're gonna have to do this whole cylinder head, probably the other one as well, because the head gaskets on the other side as well are not good. If you think that your cylinder head is ready for the garbage because of something like that, well, I think that you probably be able to get it salvaged. If you don't have the skill, you can take it in somewhere to get it done. This is going to go to the machine shop, get finished, and I think we have a really good repair here. So leave comments in the comments of what you think of this, and please like, share, and subscribe.